This is Chronicle on WCVB Channel 5.
Can't sleep?
Never get enough.
What helps? This specially designed light bulb.
Start using in like 2 hours, maybe before you go to bed.
What might help? Somnox, the sleep robot.
Its artificial deep breathing synchronizes with users.
Deb Prescott can get to sleep, but
not only is she sleepwalking, she's sleep eating.
I'll wake up the next morning and find a whole sleeve of cookies gone. I would never do that awake.
Plus, control your dreams. The power of lucid dreaming.
You can, in fact, start to alter the content of the dream.
A good night's sleep, next on Chronicle.
Good evening. Sleep is a fickle friend. One night your head hits the pillow and you're out like a light. The next night you're tossing and turning till sunrise.
In the next 30 minutes, you may find a solution to those sleepless nights, and you'll certainly find that you're not alone.
Most people need 7 to 9 hours sleep.
But countless studies show Americans aren't getting those hours.
I function with 6 hours of sleep. I'm not sure I feel rested.
Never get enough. I would say maybe 5 to 6.
Roughly about 6.5. I mean, I could do better, but I wouldn't say, I can function.
Dr. John Winkleman, chief of the Sleep Disorders Clinic research program at Mass General, says the signs of sleep deprivation are all around us.
People are drowsy. They're falling asleep in meetings. They're falling asleep while reading. They're falling asleep in the tea or driving home.
Drowsiness is not the only consequence. Lack of sleep can take a toll on one's health.
Mood disorders like depression, high blood pressure, increased risk of diabetes, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease like heart attacks or stroke. People have even investigated whether sleep deprivation can lead to cancer. And I think the jury is out on that.
One thing we do know, daily life is stressful. And that stress can chip away at precious sleep hours.
Could be excessive work demands, family demands.
Like?
Well, we have 6 kids, so we don't sleep very often.
I
She's
feel like
tired.
with 6, yeah, I'm pretty drained.
Young parents are in the trenches with respect to sleep because children wake up at night and they may go right back to sleep, and then it may be harder for the parent to go back to sleep. And it's certainly a time where people are going to be sleep deprived.
Also sleep challenged? Shift workers.
Well, I'm a nurse, so it kind of depends on whether I'm working or not. I would say it can affect your work for sure. Like I would say on days like on my third 12, I don't perform as strong as I would on my first, shift of the week.
According to the National Safety Council, sleepy employees are estimated to cost employers $136 billion a year in health-related lost productivity due to workplace errors, accidents, and healthcare costs.
It does influence job performance. And for people who are working in the medical field, where medical errors can have significant consequences, it is a definite concern. And there are regulations for at least house staff, residents, in terms of the number of work hours that they can be present continuously.
News Center 5's eye-opener co-anchor Antoinette Antonio has no problem waking up at 2 a.m. Bedtime is another story.
I should be going to sleep at about 6 o'clock at night, but realistically, after doing everything that needs to be done by a working mom, I go to sleep probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
If you're out the door right now, stay up to date with our WCVB app.
Back at home after work, Antoinette takes time to recharge and reset.
I do rely heavily, though, on taking naps. Naps have been my saving grace.
Tech company HubSpot in Cambridge also embraces naps in the office.
We've had the nap room since 2013.
HubSpot's director of recruiting, Becky McCullough, says their nap room books up fast.
Our employees have lives outside of work, and we want to make sure that they're able to bring their whole selves to work. We have people who have long commutes. We have people who might have just come off a red-eye flight, or maybe they were prepping all night for a big presentation. Whatever it is, they might be tired during the day, and so we want to give them a place to be able to relax and recharge.
HubSpot employee Ron DaCosta interrupted a nap to talk with us.
So my sleep schedule is really limited, especially with the commute. I will just go over here to the nap room during my lunch hour and just take a quick half-hour nap if I ever have to catch up on some sleep.
DaCosta has no hesitation catching some Z's in the middle of the day, 20 feet from his desk.
I kind of start to crash around lunchtime, so that's really perfect to just come in here. It's a good break for the day, and I wake up really energized and am just ready to start a strong second half of the day.
And as for sleep distractions, Dr. Winkleman urges people to keep the cell phones out of the bedroom.
Yeah, keep them in another room, or at least put them on a night table far away. And he suggests the best thing that you can do before going to bed is to read a book. It just blocks out the outside world.
Distraction of a good kind. Sleepwalking can have frightening consequences. Take a look.
She walked 9 miles in her sleep.